And welcome back to Wot'cha Cooking Fast Forward. All right, Liyan, this is the first time you're joining us on the episode where we are in SSI kitchen. So when it comes to the word fast forward, what's your idea behind it? What do you think about?
So actually when we came up with this concept, it's because we are now in phase 2 and people are working and they have less time to cook. So basically what we want to share with all of you is recipes, but basically you can recreate at home very, very quickly so that you can have a nutritious meal in your own home.
That's right, so I have all my spoons in hand because today the recipe has all the measurements that you need, and most importantly, it's easy to replicate. So don't get stressed up. Like, share, and comment. If you have any questions in mind, comment right below. We will have that answered in the episodes to come. Now today we have someone very special.
Yes.
All the athletes know her. Everybody loves her.
Yes.
And, who is she?
She is our very famous Aunty Dolly.
Yes, so joining us right now, I'd like to take the chance to introduce you to our athlete, life mentor, Dolly Love.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Wow,
Thank
Dolly,
you
say
for
hi to
having
everybody in the camera. You are definitely a familiar face to many people in the house when it comes to athletes in the national teams. The viewers, they might not have seen you much because you're always behind the scene. Today you're coming on also with the mask over here. Because we've got some messages to share, right? So,
That's right.
What do you have to say to our viewers over here?
Regarding the precautionary measures,
Sure, share with them.
well, you can see that I'm wearing this face shield, and I think it's important. And for athletes, when you're traveling on public transport, remember to wear your mask and to disinfect your hands regularly or wash, and to observe your social distancing.
Wow, very motherly, lah. Okay, so, this is the first time I'm meeting you in person. I heard so much about you, how loving you are. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your story, and how you actually became known as the Aunty Dolly in the eyes of the national athletes.
Oh, okay. Like back in 2014, I was asked to be a parent volunteer, and I just was so eager to do it because my children have actually benefited from the society. And so when that email came in, I was like, all right, I'm just going to contribute. So I came to the athlete center every week, once a week for 2 hours, just to mingle with the athletes and to get to know them. And that was like a build up towards SEA Games in 2015. I remember when it was held in June 2015 SEA Games, and I was here every day. And when I went out to support the athletes, I realized that there's just this fire in me, like, wow, I just want to be there to see them, through the thick and thin, through the ups and downs, because when they win, when they are victorious, they'll be all very happy, but there are moments where they almost make it and they didn't, almost made it and they didn't. That's a time where, it's good to have someone there just to, tell them, it's okay, we've done our best. Let's move on.
I think that's a very important message, even in a time like this, where certain circumstances are occurring around our environment, and we need that emotional support. It's always good to have someone positive to be around you, share the message from a volunteer to truly falling in love with the national team, and then coming in to support them as an athlete life mentor. This is what we're talking about, real passion, isn't it? So we know that your son is a national sailor, right?
Yes.
And that was how you come on in. So because of that, we're going to impart you more recipes so that you can create superb meals at home. So Liyan, what is the theme for today?
Today's theme is one pot cooking.
Well, you always one person eat lah, one style lah, one pot lah.
Yeah, one.
One pot style.
Personally, when I cook, and especially when I'm in a rush, I find it very troublesome to use so many pots. And I'm a very lazy person. Therefore, when I cook, I try to use as minimal equipment and utensils as possible.
Then no need to wash, correct?
Yeah, less things to wash. Yeah, so today's theme is single pot cooking. So I'm going to cook a meal in just one pot.
Today, we present to you, what's the title of the dish?
Sesame oil Mee Sua.
Chinese?
麻油鸡面线.
You see, must give her the Chinese version, then she say very fast. The English version, she have to think for 20 seconds. So we're going to introduce you the ingredients. I'm going to test you now, okay? Now, first one, what is this?
Looks like black fungus.
Black fungus. All right, black fungus, correct?
Correct.
I thought seaweed, no?
Aiyo.
All right. This one?
Wolfberries.
Wolfberry, 枸杞子, huh? And then this one?
Dried mushroom.
Dried mushrooms. This one?
The water that she soaked it with the mushroom water.
Clever lah,
Hey,
Aunty
I thought
Dolly.
sesame oil.
Sesame oil is it?
This one?
Ginger,
Ginger, very good.
carrots,
Carrots,
of course, the Mee Sua,
the Mee Sua, which is the main of the day, and
the protein, the
Wow,
chicken.
She knows lag of protein.
Yeah,
No
all
wonder life
mothers
in
know a little bit one.
Fathers just eat lah.
Fathers eat only.
Like me like that, just eat lah. Okay,
Yes.
chicken drumsticks is what we're going to use today. Any reason?
I find that because we're going to simmer the dish for a little bit, so about 10-15 minutes. So if you use chicken drum, it tends to retain the moisture a bit better. And with the bone, it actually tastes better.
Okay, so
with
有
just the
点炖到的感觉
yeah, with
啦
just the meat, it tends to dry out. Chicken breast also can if you like to eat chicken breast.
But just add it a bit later lah, maybe.
No, we need to sear the chicken a little bit.
Oh.
You just have to cut it such that it's a little bit thinner, so that it doesn't have to simmer so long. But we
Okay.
want to simmer a little bit because we're going to use Chinese cooking oil, so 花雕酒. So you want to cook to evaporate the alcohol. We just want the taste from the 花雕酒.
So you will cook. I'm the papa ma, so I'll eat, right? Correct. So today you learn, and that's now you say Chinese cooking oil. Is actually
Oh, salah. Sorry, Chinese cooking wine.
see, sometimes the mind and the mouth are not
Yeah.
connected. The Wi-Fi disconnection. Okay.
Because this is a Chinese dish. So 今天讲华语I more 顺.
OK，好
Yeah.
就是花雕酒就对了啦。
花雕酒就对了啦。
好，那我们现在就学花，哎，没有飘了，
太多了啦。
So, what's the first step that Dolly has to do?
Okay, so first we are going to stir fry the ginger for the aromatics.
That, but let's wash hand lah. Since you're here to advocate hygiene, we wash our hand again lah. Let's go, come. Very quick one.
I wash already, so
Alright,
I will just
light
watch.
wash. Okay, so I'm going to put it on
Medium heat,
level,
yeah.
medium heat level.
So let's put in 2 tablespoons of the sesame oil.
So it smells so nice. I love sesame oil. I love sesame chicken, by the way. It's one of my favorite dishes. I can just eat one whole pot by myself. So let's mix the
Okay.
oil around,
Mixed already, and it feels a little bit warm, so we can put in the ginger.
OK，来我们
Can
把
hear
这个
the
勺，这
sizzle
个是勺子吗？不是，
Spatula.
它是 spatula。
Spatula. Stir fry for about a few minutes until you feel that you can smell the ginger.
And that is Dolly in person. With our team's big smile. Thank you so much. What's the next step?
Next step, we want to put the chicken in. We
So
want
fast?
we want to sear it a little bit. So I left some of the skin on so that some of the chicken fat can go in, and then it will have a little bit of that aromatic flavor. Wow, I can smell the ginger.
Yeah,
All the ginger is
very
up.
fast.
So it's time for
So
the
Dolly,
chicken.
let's add the chicken in. Just pour it all in, don't worry. You won't splatter. If it splatter, you got face shield. That's why
What
today
she doesn't
cook, you
have.
stand further away.
Yeah.
You can see the chicken going in. So how do we know how much? How do we know that it's well seared?
Once the surface looks a little bit cooked.
Or lightly brown lah. Dolly, what kind of cooking style do you usually adopt at home? Do you do more baking Western style, or do you also cook certain types of Asian cuisine?
Oh, I'm not into cuisines. Like whatever I cook, I try to make it healthy at home because my boy is an athlete.
Oh, correct.
So I ensure that that he has the balanced meal, carbohydrates, protein, bit of fat, lots of fiber.
Wow, you must look at the audience so that they can
Oh,
see how
yes.
beautiful you are. You see, well maintained. The hairstyle also like Korean model. Correct, nah?
Yeah,
Wow, the chicken
super.
come to me, I hungry already.
Okay, now that
lightly
the
brown, huh?
surface is a little bit cooked, we're gonna add in all the other vegetables.
Okay,
so the
it's
Chinese
the
mushroom.
mushrooms, then carrot.
Yeah, carrot.
Carrot. Okay, so this is how we
还有
talk.
我的黑木耳。
So 你可以跟你儿子一起煮的嘞。
Yeah, my
他在
son
旁
can
边。
cook too because he has to travel, so he has learned to be
Independent,
self-sufficient and
哇。
黑木耳也进去。
So the 黑木耳 will have its own liquid lah.
Yeah, the 黑木耳 liquid usually not much taste 的。
Alright. So it just makes it a little bit wetter.
Yes.
And it's quite true because athletes, they do travel a lot. That's why dietitians like Liyan, you assist them to plan out or teach them how to cook.
Yeah.
And this one is
This is the 花雕. This is the chicken stock. Sorry.
chicken stock, huh? So
Yeah.
you can actually use available chicken stocks.
I find that the chicken stock can be sometimes quite salty, so that's why I kept the mushroom water because the mushroom water also has got very strong umami smell because it's a dried mushroom lah.
Oh, so you usually want to zhen the mushroom over how long?
I just put it for maybe 30 minutes
To soften
with hot
the
water.
mushrooms
Yeah,
lah,
soften.
because it's dry.
Yeah, so I just use about 15 mils. So it's supposed to be 1 cup of chicken stock, but I use 200 mils of chicken stock and 15 mils of mushroom water, so that it's not so salty.
Alternately, if you're someone who tends to boil chicken bones, then you can make your own stock.
You can
and
use
then
your own
freeze it
stock,
aside
yes.
lah. But
Yeah,
Singaporeans
that's right.
sometimes our refrigerator always underused ma. So we can use the purchasable one.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite, 花雕酒.
花椒酒, we're going to
Because
use half a
很
cup.
香.
对，很香.
Yeah.
So we need to simmer it a little bit so that the...
So does it go in now?
Yes.
So 花雕酒 going in, ah?
I was
Yeah.
just wondering, if you do not have Hua Tiao Jiu at home, what can we use?
So if you don't have 花椒酒, or if you want to cook for younger children whom you are not comfortable with alcohol, you can try using apple juice. Because basically what we want is the fragrance from it lah.
Turn up the heat to let it simmer a bit.
Yeah, let it boil first actually.
Yeah, let it
So
boil.
you just continue to just give it a light stir.
Just make
so
sure that
the
nothing gets
ginger-
stuck at the bottom.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to do that. Yeah, it's
We can 闻到那个花雕酒的味道了。
that's right.
它是美。So do we now allow it to simmer?
Yeah, we want to cover and simmer. So if you find that like the liquid like not enough, right? Feel free to add more chicken stock or mushroom water.
So it should cover just nicely above.
Yeah.
And then after that, as it cooks along, the water will evaporate lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to simmer the pot now. So we're
Yes.
just going to close. How long will it take for us to simmer it?
About 15 minutes. So what we'll do now is we can prepare the Mee Sua.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
so
let's
just
go into the Mee Sua preparation. All right, so how much have actually changed before circuit breaker to circuit breaker period to now in phase 2 when it comes to communicating with your athletes and, you know, what you do from day to day?
Okay, before the CB, I was working. I was physically here at the Athlete Center from like 12 to 6 and every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then I would sit down over there and just chit chat and ask how they are, you know, to ensure that they're okay, to see how they are. I mean, there are athletes that are from very young age, teenagers right up to adults. So that's what I would do. I would interact with them and to see how they are doing. Some are injured, so you just how they have progressed. Some have even had surgeries and all that.
So a lot of moral support.
Yeah,
emotional
exactly. And there was
support.
this physical, I mean, like personal interaction, like I can see you, so you can kind of read a body language and everything. So when it came down to CB, I was very pleased that my boss, Mark Richmond, he said that, well, you can work from home. And, you know, basically my job is to reach out to athletes. So we have Zoom, and then we have House Party, and then we have like Instagram, we have WhatsApp, we have FaceTime.
So
so
these are all the online digital apps, and
Yeah.
then suddenly everybody digitalized.
Yeah, that's right. So initially, it was a little bit of getting used to because, you know, the athletes were also trying to get used to not training, and they did a lot of Zoom training at home. So
And now, how is it?
right now, I think slowly they have, like, according to different sports, they've slowly gone back to training.
And yourself, have you felt like a huge transformation that has set in over the last few months?
Well, I think there are pros and cons of this circuit breaker. The athletes probably feel that they have been like they didn't get a chance to really train, so they feel that their fitness has actually fallen, and you know they are quite unsure how does it feel like, you know, if they were to go back to like play basketball, you know, they may have lost touch.
Yeah, I'm
But-
gonna get some hot water while you're
Yeah, but
talking
having
about
said
this.
that, so do I continue? Yeah. So by having said that, they have been very diligent in training at home. So they have like team training, Zoom training, where they all come together and they train. And actually we had a former Team Singapore athlete, Benny. He actually conducted a free full body strength conditioning training every Wednesday, where athletes from all sports, we all came together 6 o'clock every Wednesday. I think at one time we had actually athletes from 9 different sports. So
Wow.
we all came and then we did a workout. We get to know each other before the training, so that, you know, like the athletes get to know from people from other sports.
Wow, so that's really cool, right? Because, you know, we probably would have never thought that there was a chance for all 9 different sports to come together, and the digital era allowed us to do that and get to know each other.
Okay, so how?
So we just
sorry,
added
ah.
hot water, huh?
Yeah, we added hot water to this 面线. I just put hot water. I put the 面线in a bowl, and then I just put hot water.
So you actually softens already.
Yeah, it cooks really quickly. So you just have to soak it for like a couple of minutes, and it's cooked. So all you need to do,
Empty the water or take it
yeah,
out.
or take it out. So it's really this easy. So you see,
Wow.
cooked
nice,
already.
nice 1 person 一人份.
Yeah. So then we can
How you empty the hot water.
yeah.
So this is boiling water lah.
Yeah, just be careful. So at this point, right, usually what I do is I put 1 teaspoon of sesame oil to
Boss ask,
yeah, I want to show people how to cook it properly.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
So 1 teaspoon to the 面线 so that it doesn't clump.
Oh.
Because this dish is the heating kind of dish, 偏热 one lah. So we use the 麻油 lah as the main
Easy
oil.
or not, Dolly? Very easy, huh? Just
Yep.
咚炒一下，然后就这样.
I
Yeah
think
lah,
a lot of
dong,
times the
dong, dong, dong.
preparation. Once you prepare everything, it
Correct.
gets easier.
This one is wolfberry. What I did is basically just soak it in cold water.
Blueberry meh?
Wolfberry.
Ah.
This is very good for the eyes, but sometimes you don't have to cook it for so long. Otherwise, the nutrients get
So you just
damaged.
soak it in water lah.
Cold water, yeah.
water.
See, it plumped up already.
Yeah, and it's really quite good to just eat it because it's very good to
For
source
eyes.
of yeah.
Wolfberries are really good for eyes.
Yeah. Alright, so we have the Mee Sua and the gojizi already plated. Everything is well simmered. About
Yes,
15 minutes
it
have
looks
passed.
cooked.
Ooh.
Wow.
Can you whiff the fragrance? Your shoe got forgot or not?
Come, let's turn it off. I think we
Okay.
can dish it up already.
Let Dolly
Thank
feed
you.
us today lah.
Yeah.
Okay, first we dish out the
Chicken.
Yeah.
Then some veggies.
Get
wow.
the sauce going.
Can't wait for my son to learn this.
Yeah, it's quite
You know,
easy.
thanks to SSI, he actually learned how to cook from nutritionist from SSI.
Wow.
In this very kitchen, he was asked to come here, and then they had cooking classes for him. So I just want to, that was like it got him started with cooking. So thank you, SSI.
It's done,
Voila.
yeah. Voila, it's really the easiest thing to cook.
So before we step into the break, let's have a quick try. I'm going to taste the sauce first.
小心烫哦. Aunty Dolly, you want spoon?
Oh, 有那种温温的感觉, wow. And the sesame, because the way, usually when we cook sesame chicken, it's very thick, so the sauce is not really that drinkable. But this one with the mushroom
Quite light,
water,
yeah.
it's very light.
Let me try.
Your face shield.
Oh, forgot my
So cute. Okay, let me assist you to remove the face shield and pass to me.
Oh gosh. But this facial is so comfortable.
It's so clear, right?
didn't even
and it's so
realize it,
comfortable, you
right?
don't realize it.
We
It's
bring
just
quality products to the show. Huh? Cheers to you lah. Come. Like
Yeah.
kampe. Wow.
okay. Let me try. It's really good, really good. I mean, you can taste the sesame oil and the hua tiao jiu. You know, you can actually, like you said, like it's drinkable.
Very umami. Oh. Okay, so with the first recipe done, we will be joining you guys back very shortly for recipe number 2. So stay tuned with us right here on
What You're Cooking Fast Forward.
And welcome back to Wot'cha Cooking
Fast
Forward. So we just had an amazing sesame chicken, heartwarming, tummy-warming, Mee Sua noodle lah. Huh? So how do you feel about it?
It was really good. I mean, like on a cold day, you know, when it's raining, it's really a good dish to have.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
isn't it? What is the second recipe for today?
Second one is called a creamy soup pasta. So basically, instead of cooking the pasta in a separate pot, I'm going to cook all in one pot.
Okay, let's dive into the ingredients right now. So first up, we have the
Pasta, spaghetti.
spaghetti. Can I use other types? What kind of spaghetti do you like?
Oh, well, I usually use the normal spaghetti.
Just read how long it takes to cook the pasta. So this one is about 8 minutes. So later, after we stir fry everything, we'll let it sit and cook for 8 minutes.
Okay, and we have baby asparagus.
This is called the thin asparagus. I find that it's not so fibrous, so easier to prepare. Because now it's about saving time, right? So this
Wow.
one, all you need to do is wash, cut away the ends.
Can
chop.
we just eat it like that?
I don't think it'll be very tasty now.
Oh,
Shimeji
kind of
mushrooms.
What's it called again?
Shimeji mushroom.
Shimeji.
Yeah, it's Japanese mushroom. The aromatics, so we have the onion,
Onion,
ginger, not ginger, garlic today.
garlic.
And our protein for this dish is chicken.
Are you a chicken lover? We had 2 dishes of chicken, right?
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
I
Then
love chicken.
how I'm gonna make the pasta the creamy style, I'm going to add milk
Okay.
instead of cream.
Okay.
We'll add chicken stock so that the
Mhm.
whole dish is a little bit more flavorful. And then just oil to stir fry the chicken.
Sorry, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Can you use low-fat milk instead of?
Of course,
Okay.
but I find that with full fat milk, it's got a little bit more. It's a little bit creamier. Like
Yep.
warming up the pot so that we can sear
Warm
the
up,
chicken
come.
first.
Hey, Dolly, warm up. Exercise, come on. Warm up, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Dolly
goodness.
so shy, never warm up with me.
yeah, Dolly 敷衍你一下，
对对对，
她看了一下就哎。
Okay, so evenly spread across the pot area.
Yes.
What goes in first?
Chicken.
Okay, like
We want to
Dolly,
sear the
you know the
chicken.
drill. So is it warm enough?
Yeah, I
Hot
think
enough?
can.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Let's have the chicken in. Oh, I like that sound. Always
Yeah.
like the sizzling sound of food when it goes in. Right. So today is olive oil. So are you an olive oil user or you? Use
Yes, I am.
So you generally cook with olive oil also lah.
That's
You know the
right.
benefit?
It's got high in omega-3. That's good for the heart.
Wow, she know leh. Oh, you got watch our episode.
Olive oil more mono unsaturated
Oh.
fatty acid.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
After the chicken, do we wait for it to cook already then add other things or?
Yeah, we just want it a little bit golden brown. But because this is not a non-stick pot, so just make sure it doesn't stick at the bottom.
Okay.
So if you have a relatively deep non-stick pan,
Mhm.
you can use that as well.
Okay, let's come closer to take a look at the chicken. You can see Dolly's hand very smooth.
So I'm gonna add the aromatics.
Okay. Onion.
Yeah.
Can I drop in the garlic for you?
Yes. So I know some people will ask, like some people will put in the aromatics first.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, but I prefer to put it after.
There is more.
Yeah. So that the garlic don't become overcooked.
Oh, so you like
I
the
see.
slightly
I don't want it to
more-
get a bit of chow ta,
Okay.
Okay.
I like it like that.
Mushroom
Then-
always last? Because mushroom cook very fast, right?
Yes, but this is the shimeji one, it's a bit thicker. If you use the enoki ones, which are the thinner ones, you will put it in after we simmer the pasta. Because that one will cook so long, it will disintegrate.
Okay. So which
So-
one in first?
Together?
Okay, together. 1, 2, 3. Tung,
Oh, sorry,
tung.
together, but I went first.
Never mind.
So we want to cook until the vegetables are a little bit bright.
Mm.
Anyway, now we can smell the asparagus a bit raw.
Yes, you can still have that light earthy flavor. Then the pasta no need to boil one.
No need, later we'll cook it together. Now that it's becoming a little bit more bright, you can see just now the color a bit down, now a bit
Yeah,
brighter.
that's right.
So don't worry about it being undercooked because we're going to simmer it later. Everything will be cooked.
Okay, come. Let's
Okay,
add in
so
the
let's
stock.
add in the stock.
Wow. Oh, so this is what's going to cook the pasta later on. All right, I'm going to bring up the temperature a little bit so
Yeah.
that it heats up a bit faster. So do I need to simmer it? No need.
We just
You
wait
want
for
to
it to
cover
boil.
it?
Okay.
To let it boil?
It's okay, the induction is very fast.
Okay.
This induction, amazing. Now we upgrade the kitchen, not like previously, huh? We have to wait for 25 minutes. And then it becomes 25 minutes too late.
See, almost boiling already.
Yeah,
So
very fast.
because
And
this pasta is long, the chicken stock
Wow,
smell comes
that's
up.
good.
This pasta is longer than the pot. We'll break it in half.
Oh, also it's good for children also lah.
Yeah lah, basically. Can you hold for me, please?
Can.
Your hands clean, huh?
Of course, I wash already.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Breaking it into half so that it fits in the pot.
So if you had a hard day, always remember, carry positivity and then exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. Da-da-da. Oh. Okay, come. I have always been clumsy on the table.
Now that it's boiling,
Oh, I can see how it's done actually.
yeah.
And also because of the pasta, it's a little bit starchy by nature, so it naturally thickens the sauce base, right?
Yes, that's right.
Then, that's all. Cover and wait for 8 minutes.
Voila! So we just wait for you to simmer. 现在是聊天的时候啦。
I have a question, Liyan. You know, just before competitions, I remember I usually cook pasta for my son because I believe that it's low GI.
What's
so,
GI?
Glycemic index.
Oh.
So, is it true so that at least it stays? I mean, that the glucose level in the blood doesn't just shoot up, so it stays in the body longer.
Pasta is not extremely low GI. Like we take reference lah. The highest, the score 100 lah, like 100%. Full marks for GI is like white sugar or white bread. Pasta is probably still 80, 90. It's not particularly low, but pasta is a carbohydrate source for athletes, so it's actually okay.
Wow, look at that.
Wow, I want to stir, I never get to stir today because Dolly did all the work. You can see the pasta is nicely al dente. You can see.
Yeah.
Okay, then we add a bit of milk. Okay,
Do you
so
want me to turn?
So that
no
means
need,
we
because
meat-
the
meat
milk is
never-
cold.
Ah.
So once it goes down, the sizzle will stop.
Ah.
The milk must come to a light simmer. I turn the heat down a little bit because we want light simmer, like a little bit of plop, 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 plop around, but we don't want it to be boiling too much. Otherwise, the milk will curdle. Okay, so now that it has blub, 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 blub a little bit, so light simmer, what I'm gonna do is, Dolly, can you help me turn off the heat?
Okay.
And then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna add in some grated Parmesan cheese. We'll just let the cheese melt in this.
Oh, so this is how you thicken it.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Then we let it sit for 1 minute.
Okay, so
That's when the
cheese-
sauces all get absorbed in, and it will be nice and thick.
Fantastic. So, Dolly, you as a mother of a sportsman, all right, and I know now as the famous aunt to all the national athletes over here, what are some of the advices you want to share, where especially for them stepping out to training, or what are the things you wish for them to look out for now that they're all coming back to the training arena slowly?
Oh, okay. Firstly, all the precautionary measures. Don't get so excited, especially when you see your friends. Still remember to keep a distance, a meter, having a mask on, and wash your hands. And also, like when you're training, do remember to bring your recovery food because you don't want to eat like 2 hours later after a very hard training. And this is something that I've learned from the nutritionist of SSI.
Yeah. Okay. Now 1 minute has passed.
Okay,
Actually,
we are
I'm just
ready to
hungry.
Ready.
Come on in, camera. Let's take a look. Wow, you can see, the cheese is still right, but just above. Do I need to stir or not?
It's okay. We'll
No
use
need,
the
huh?
tongs
'Cause it
to
will
stir
melt
it
it.
in. Yeah, it's hot enough. It will melt in. It will just.
So you get the nice bowl. I get the fast to eat bowl.
One question.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of other cheese, we can use? Mozzarella? No.
can.
Okay.
Mozzarella tends
Cheddar?
to be. Cheddar also can. I like Parmesan because it has got this nice salty taste.
Okay.
So it's a bit soupy, this pasta. Also, again, nice for a cold day.
Yes.
Okay, let's dive in. So you get the nicer bowl. I get the next bowl.
Aunty Dolly, remember?
哦，他学会了嘞。 Yeah. See?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so cute, huh? Yeah, but it's so good, lah. It smells so good that we want to dive in. So, I'm gonna try the chicken.
I almost went ahead.
I want to just come, bring the camera in. Look at this one. Oh, bon appetit.
Yes.
Of course, if you like it thicker, feel free to add more cheese.
The mushroom and the pasta combination, amazing.
It's really good.
You get a nice saucy flavor. Any descriptions that you want to throw in?
No, not really, but it's just a good idea. I can actually try doing this at home.
Yeah.
And I think it's very good for athletes who are living, like when they're training overseas and they have to cook for themselves. So one of the complaints that I get is that they got no time to cook. And then if you can cook it in one meal, and I'm sure nobody likes to wash dishes like me, and there's just less things to wash. It's so much convenient for them. Yeah.
So while we are enjoying this, we will be back with our third recipe in a short moment's time. So stay tuned right here with us. And welcome back to Wot'cha Cooking Fast Forward. All right, so just behind the scenes, Dolly actually asked me whether I was an athlete myself. And I mentioned that actually I was originally in the school sports team for sprint canoeing and dragon boat, though you cannot see it now, like everything gone. You know? Yeah.
Talking about Dragon Boat, well, this t-shirt I'm wearing is a gift from the Dragon Boat girls for Mother's Day.
Wow.
So I just want to say thank you, girls.
Why my team never give me t-shirt? Maybe cannot find the size.
Yeah lah, XXXXL
I was going to say can fit now.
Yeah, now I'm wearing curtains, you know. But you know, because of that, and we're always going on a fast meal. What's unique about Fast Forward is that we have bonus super fast recipes every single episode. So now we're going to take a chance to dive on into what we have on the table. If you are someone who wants to enjoy a nice solid beverage, what do we have?
Today I'm going to share with you virgin mojito.
Ooh.
It's a drink that you can impress your friends. You know, when they have gatherings, then instead of taking out soft drinks, you have, oh, I have virgin mojito.
Oh, so it's a nice name, it's a mojito.
Yeah.
Right?
Sounds classy.
Do you take mocktails?
Not really.
Not really. So today we're going to teach a very simple. It's actually one of my favorite mocktails. It's so refreshing and very nice. So what's there on the table?
The virgin mojito has got really simple ingredients, so mint leaves. I thought we had some heaty dishes ready, so mint leaf to cool us all down.
Let me show you the mint leaf.
Lime juice.
Lime juice.
So I squeezed some lime juice.
Okay.
I made a simple sugar syrup. So basically it's a water and sugar, half-half.
half.
Yeah.
One
so
question. Any kind of sugar?
I used white sugar, simple sugar syrup. You can use less of the sugar syrup in the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In traditional style, sometimes they just grind and mix the sugar with the base liquid first before they.
Because it's a cold drink, so you want to dissolve the sugar first. If I put sugar in there, then the sugar won't dissolve.
Okay.
That's right.
So sugar.
And then
water.
Sparkling water.
Okay. So I'm going to move into the steps.
So mint leaves. So on average, one person about 10 mint leaves. But if you like it minty, it's up to you.
I like it
really.
minty so I think you
Me
can
too.
put more. Because
Yeah,
sometimes
so
I feel
you-
that it lacks luster and it's not
I'm
minty.
just gonna
right?
roughen it up a bit so that the
So
smell
that the
comes
flavor
out.
comes out.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is you always grind the mint leaves so that the aroma comes out.
That's right.
And
Comes
then
out from
it
the
fuses
leaves.
into the soda water, right?
Yep.
I
And
like
then
this one. Ice.
lime juice. Here I've got the juice from 2 limes, but roughly for 2 persons is per person is 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
Okay.
Okay, lime juice.
So now we're making for 3, 4.
2 to 3 lah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the simple sugar syrup. Again for 1 person is about 2 lah, but if you don't want it too sweet, I'll just put 3
Yeah, I think
today.
1 is good for us, you know.
Yeah, 1, 2.
What if you do not want like the real sugar?
You can use brown sugar, but your drink will become a little bit brown, lor.
What about
Yeah.
have you heard of this AGAVE
Or
kind of sugar?
agave.
Yes, agave.
That's a different type of. That's like a nectar sugar. Also can, but it's a bit brown also, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the original mix of virgin mojito comes with a little bit of sugar in it.
Yeah. So you just use a spoon to break the leaves up a little bit so
Okay.
that all the smell comes out.
Oh, that's quite simple so far.
For the non-virgin version, so I understand that some people use gin or what's that? Is it vodka? I can't remember.
I can't remember because I generally
Rum.
I generally don't take alcoholic drinks often.
不像嘞。
我是喜欢喝汽水多一点。
Okay,
So
so
you
here
use-
I've got 1 cup of sparkling water, so that's about for 2
Actually, I
person.
like soda water because sometimes when we crave for sweet drinks, not really so much so because you want a sweet drink, but we like that cooling effect of a carbonated feel when you
Yeah,
you know,
that's
have
right.
it down. So soda water because it's sugar free, so I always think that it's a good alternative. So I do have this very often at home lah.
And then as much ice as you like.
I like a lot ice. This is my cup. That is your cup. All right. And
And
you can see
then-
that she has already done some. Liyan has already done some nice lime cutouts to garnish it.
Yep.
Yes, some
Good
little
presentation.
wedges. And then done already like that only.
Wow. So this is really a super fast, less than 5-minute drink, huh?
Yeah, you can make a big batch. That's why I say when your friends come over, look so atas, you see.
Yes.
And the mint leaves, you can consume them. It's fine.
Yeah, you can
don't really have
also.
to remove it. All right. So I had a lot today. So I let you enjoy the carbonated water. I just have a sip lah. All right. So
Cheers,
with
everybody.
the mojito in hand, before we cheers for this episode, thank you, Dolly, once again for joining us.
My
I never
pleasure.
call Aunty Dolly throughout the whole show because she doesn't look anywhere close to her age, isn't it? So before we cheers for this episode, anything you want to share with our fellow Singaporeans? Any positive messages that you want to send out as we are here on Wot'cha Cooking?
Yeah. Just stay safe and live in the moment.
Live in the moment, think, wow, true words of wisdom. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us on Wot'cha Cooking. Remember to like and share. And of course, here's a big cheers
Cheers.
to a brighter Singapore.
Again.
And again, let's cheers without the mask on to
To
a brighter Singapore. See you.